Have you ever learned a word in English, remembered its meaning, and then heard a native speaker use the same word in a different way? You are not imagining it. English has many words that can change meaning depending on the situation. The word right can mean correct, a direction, or permission. Run can describe movement, a machine, or managing something. In this video, you will discover 10 words that become much easier when you understand the context behind them. Today, we are going to explore 10 English words that can have several different meanings. You will learn how words like right, light, run, match, mean, break, change, point, turn, and set can communicate completely different ideas in different situations. Instead of memorizing separate definitions, you will learn how context helps you understand what a speaker really means. By the end, these words will feel clearer, more natural, and easier to understand in real conversations. Lesson 1. Why one English word can have different meanings. One of the most confusing parts of learning English is discovering that one word does not always have one meaning. You may learn a word from a dictionary, remember its definition, and then hear a native speaker use the same word in a completely different situation. The truth is simple. Context helps you understand meaning. Context means the words around a word, the situation, the speaker's intention, and what is happening at that moment. When you understand the context, a word that seems confusing can suddenly become clear. For example, imagine someone says, "That is the right answer." Here, right means correct. But if someone says, "Turn right at the next street," the same word refers to a direction. The word has not changed. The meaning has changed because the situation has changed. This is why memorizing one definition for every word is not enough. You need to notice how the word is being used. Native speakers usually do this naturally. They hear the full sentence, look at the situation, and understand the intended meaning without stopping to translate every word. As an English learner, you can build the same skill. Whenever you meet a familiar word, do not immediately ask, "What does this word mean?" Instead, ask, "What does this word mean here?" That small change in thinking can make English much easier to understand. In the next lessons, we will look at 10 common English words and discover how their meanings change naturally from one situation to another. Lesson 2. Right and light in different situations. Let us begin with the word right. Many learners first understand right as the opposite of wrong. For example, "Your answer is right." Here, it means correct. But in another situation, right can describe a direction. If someone says, "Turn right after the bridge," they are telling you which way to go. It can also express permission or entitlement. "You have the right to ask questions," means you are allowed to ask. The meaning becomes clear because of the words around it and the situation. Now consider the word light. You may already know it as something that helps you see. For example, "Please turn on the light." But light can also describe something that is not heavy. "This bag is very light." The same spelling, but a completely different meaning. There is another common use. Light can describe something that is not strong or intense. For example, "I prefer a light meal in the evening." Here, it does not describe weight or brightness. It describes the amount or intensity of the food. Notice what is happening. You do not need to memorize 3 unrelated words. You need to notice the context. When you hear right or light, listen to the complete sentence. Ask yourself what is happening, what comes before and after the word, and what idea makes the most sense. This is how you move from simply knowing English words to actually understanding English naturally. Lesson 3. Run in different situations. Now let us look at one of the most useful words in English, run. Many learners first connect run with moving quickly on your feet. For example, I run every morning. Here, run describes physical movement. But native speakers use run in many other situations. For example, the machine is running. Here, nobody is moving. Running means the machine is operating or working. You can also use run when talking about managing something. Someone might say, she runs a small business. This does not mean she moves around a business. It means she manages or operates it. Another common use appears when something continues for a period of time. For example, the meeting ran for 2 hours. Here, run means continued or lasted. You may also hear, the river runs through the town. In this sentence, run describes the way the river flows through a place. Notice how different these meanings are. Physical movement, operating, managing, continuing, and flowing may seem unrelated when you first learn them. But context makes each meaning clear. So when you hear the word run, do not immediately think about running with your legs. Listen to the complete sentence and ask what is happening. Is a person moving? Is a machine operating? Is someone managing something? Is an event continuing? Is something flowing? Once you start looking at the situation instead of memorizing one definition, words like run become much easier to understand and use naturally. Lesson 4. Match and mean in different situations. Let us look at 2 everyday words that can easily confuse English learners: match and mean. First, consider match. You may know it as a competition between 2 people or teams. For example, they watched a football match. But match can also mean that 2 things look good together. For example, your shoes match your jacket. Here, it means that the colors or styles go well together. Another common use appears when something is equal or suitable. You might hear, the company offered him a salary that matched his experience. Here, match means to be equal to or appropriate for something. Now let us look at mean. One common meaning is to intend something. For example, I did not mean to upset you. Here, the speaker is explaining their intention. But mean can also ask about the meaning of a word or sentence. What does this expression mean? In this situation, it means asking for an explanation. You may also hear, that could mean trouble. Here, mean suggests that something indicates or results in a particular situation. Notice how the meaning depends on the sentence. With match, ask, are we talking about a competition, appearance, or equality? With mean, ask, is someone talking about intention, definition, or what something indicates? The important skill is not memorizing every definition separately. Listen to the surrounding words and understand the situation first. Context gives the word its meaning. Lesson 5. Break and change in different situations. Now let us explore break and change. Two common English words with several useful meanings. First, consider break. You may know it as damaging something. For example, be careful not to break the glass. Here, it means causing something to become damaged. But, break can also mean taking a short rest. If someone says, let's take a break, they mean stopping an activity for a short time before continuing. Another common use is, break a habit. For example, she is trying to break the habit of checking her phone during work. Here, nothing is being physically damaged. The phrase means to stop a repeated behavior. Now consider change. The most familiar meaning is to make something different. I want to change my schedule means you want to create a different schedule. But, change can also mean money given back after a purchase. For example, here is your change. In this situation, it refers to the remaining money returned to you. You can also use change when moving from one form of transport to another. For example, you need to change trains in the city center. Here, it means leaving one train and taking another. Notice how context makes each meaning clear. When you hear break, ask whether something is being damaged, stopped, or ended as a habit. When you hear change, ask whether something is becoming different, money is being returned, or transport is being switched. Context tells you its meaning. Lesson 6. Point, turn, and set in different situations. Now let us explore 3 words you hear constantly in everyday English: point, turn, and set. Each one can communicate different ideas depending on the situation. First, point. It can mean a specific idea or purpose. For example, that is a good point. Here, it means an idea worth considering. But, point can also refer to a direction. The sign points to the station. In this sentence, it shows where something is located. Now consider turn. You may know it as changing direction. Turn left at the next street. But, turn can also mean changing from one situation or condition to another. For example, the weather suddenly turned cold. It can also describe taking an opportunity in sequence. It is your turn to speak. Finally, set is one of the most flexible words in English. It can mean placing something somewhere. Set the book on the table. But it can also describe preparing something. She set the table for dinner. In another situation, the sun sets in the evening. Here, it describes the sun moving below the horizon. Notice how the meaning is never decided by the word alone. With point, look for ideas or direction. With turn, look for movement, change, or order. With set, look for placing, preparing, or describing something happening. The best habit is simple. Listen to the full sentence, understand the situation, and let the context guide you. Lesson 7. How native speakers understand meaning through context. Have you ever heard an English sentence and understood every word, but still did not understand the message? This usually happens because meaning does not come from individual words alone. Native speakers use context to understand what a word means in a particular situation. Context includes the words around it, the situation, the speaker's intention, and what is happening at that moment. For example, if someone says, "It is light," you need more information. Are they talking about a bag that is easy to carry, or a room that is bright? The surrounding situation gives you the answer. Native speakers usually do not stop and think about every possible definition. Their brains quickly connect the word with the situation. You can develop this skill as well. When you hear an unfamiliar use of a familiar word, do not panic. First, listen to the whole sentence. Then look for clues. Ask yourself, what is happening? What words are connected to this word? What meaning makes the most sense here? Tone can also help. If someone says, "Nice job," the meaning may be genuine praise, or it may express disappointment, depending on the situation and tone. This is why listening to complete sentences is more useful than memorizing isolated words. Learn words inside conversations, stories, and real situations. The goal is not to know every possible definition. The goal is to understand the meaning that fits the moment. Once you start listening for context, English becomes less about translating words and more about understanding the message naturally. Lesson 8. Real-life English using all 10 words naturally. Now let us bring everything together with real-life examples. Imagine you are giving directions. You might say, "Turn right at the corner," and then point toward the street. Here, right, turn, and point all have specific meanings because of the situation. Now imagine you are carrying a small bag. You might say, "This bag is light." Later, you enter a dark room and say, "Please turn on the light." The same word has changed meaning because the context has changed. At work, someone may say, "She runs the company." Here, run means manage. During the same day, a meeting may run for an hour. Later, a colleague might say, "That color matches your jacket." Here, match means look good together. Now imagine a conversation after a misunderstanding. Someone says, "I did not mean to upset you." Later, another person asks, "What does this word mean?" The word remains the same, but the purpose is different. During the afternoon, you might say, "Let's take a break." Later, you may say, "I need to change my train." In another situation, someone may say, "It is your turn." Finally, at home, you might set the table before dinner. Did you notice something important? You did not need 10 separate explanations every time. The situation helped you understand each word. That is the real goal of this lesson. Do not only memorize meanings. Listen to the words around them. Notice what is happening, and let context guide you. When you learn to do that, English becomes clearer, more natural, and much easier to understand in real conversations. English becomes much easier when you stop seeing words as having only one fixed meaning. Words like right, light, run, match, mean, break, change, point, turn, and set can communicate different ideas depending on the situation. The key is to listen to the complete sentence, notice what is happening, and use context to understand the speaker's meaning. Once you start thinking this way, you will understand everyday English more naturally and with much greater confidence. If this lesson helped you understand English more naturally, please give this video a like. Share it with someone who is learning English and often gets confused by different meanings of the same word. In the comments, tell us which word surprised you the most and write one sentence using it. Subscribe to English Story Journey for more practical English lessons. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.